Have you ever wondered why religion is against certain things like astrology, numerology, palmistry, and all those things that probably are deemed evil? Like they'll be like, okay, you're not supposed to look into the stars. You're not supposed to look into astrology. That's the stars. You're not supposed to look into the planets. That's still astrology. You're not supposed to look into numbers. That's numerology. You're not supposed to look into palmistry. Like that's the palm reading. You're not supposed to look into magicians. Like you're not supposed to go ask people to forward. Have you ever wondered why they, religion is against them so much? So let me tell you. Okay, why may I believe they're against them so much? Because people, like let's say in Donge, because all these things actually were there before religion, like the astrology, numerology, palmistry, all these things were there before religion. But then because religion came up, like why they put out religion in the world, like you have to understand that so that you can understand why these other things were said to be bad. You get what I'm saying? So me, according to what like you read and understand why these things were banned, because people understood that once people went to the numbers, once people went to astrology, they discovered more about themselves, they discovered about who they are, they discovered about their powers, they discovered about how untapped they are, and society, like the leaders in society, lost control. And remember, most people in society just want to control others. Like, take it from me, most people that you're going to meet want to control others. So you'll also think, you look at me, you watching this video, do you think I want to control you or I want to liberate you? You go look and meditate through this. So do you think I want to control you? Then you go back to your religion and you look at what they are telling you, some of the things that they tell you. I want you to scrutinize. I want you to be an open-minded. I want you to look in the universe in a new way. I want you to look at everything. I want you to understand everything. Because if you don't understand things, if you don't understand everything, you're not going anywhere. Sorry to say it, but then you're not. Because you don't know that Genesis. That's why so many of us are lost. That's why because we don't know that Genesis. Some people actually are depressed, are sad because they don't understand. They want to make sense of things. You see why people take alcohol? Because they don't want to ask themselves such questions. So you take something so that you stop asking yourself these questions. You go have whatever. You go have sex because you don't want to ask yourself such questions. Because these questions are going to perhaps pop up. Be like, okay, how did these things happen? Kids actually ask. I know. Once you're around young kids, they'll ask this question and you have no answer. They'll be like, Now for me, every time I hear a kid asking such a question to a parent, I'll be like, answer the kid. The kid will be like, stop asking me such questions, you see, because you don't have answers. And that kid will always ask questions. If you don't give them answers, they'll go exploring. So let me tell you, you know why they don't? Because once you look into these things, you're going to see the power, you're going to see where power is, you're going to see who you are, you're going to understand yourself better. And perhaps you're going to understand yourself better in ways that religion or whatever couldn't give you. Even the first, like in our African, because ours wasn't like, the ATS wasn't like really, the ATS, it wasn't like really religion, it was just Kukiriza, like Ezekiriza, like your belief, like you believe in ancestors and stuff like that. You actually understand all these things, that they're not really bad. But actually, that's why when people do them, they actually understand some of them that do it in the right way, because also that when you go that path, there is the light and there is also the dark. So if you're on the light side of things, you'll understand all these things because they all add up to astrology, palmistry, and numerology. They all, the light part of it, remember also in the ATS or the African traditional religion, it's not really a religion, it's like a belief system, like the African belief system we would call it, because it wasn't religion. These things were just brought up. It's just a belief system. So in the African belief system, you understand actually all these things, that's the numerology, astrology, are there. But then that's on the light side. But because people still wanted to control others, that's when they brought in the dark side. And that's how probably religion came to be also, because religion is somehow takes power. It makes you give power to some other person. It makes you give power to some outer being. Yet actually it doesn't even take away religion. For some people, for some people, religion takes away their power. Then for some people, religion empowers them. So through religion, are you being empowered, or are you being disempowered? So you look at these things and study them. That's why you be like, is it serving me, or it's serving someone else? So you understand, okay, why was religion brought in the first place? Because weren't we okay? That's why people will be like, so it means my ancestors who didn't convert to any religion are going to hell. You see? Are you sure they will go to hell? So that's why people will tell you, okay, that's why for you you're born in this generation so that you can rectify things that probably go to heaven. Maybe yes, maybe no. That all depends on how you see it, because everything is in the world. And once you read the science, everything is in the mind, even the belief system. Even when you go astrology, if you believe them, it's going to, you see, everything is interconnected. But then to understand how it's interconnected, you're supposed to know everything, because if you don't know everything and you know some bits, you won't add them up. So you know everything so that you can connect them and be like, oh, all along what I was looking for was this idea. Because you have everything. Even the sun is in you, even the moon is in you, even the star is in you because you're the star. Even everything is in you. Even the numbers that I'm going to tell you, you see that you have the numbers, you see that you have the numerator, you see. So those are all things, those are all tools. So look at religion as a tool for you to become the highest version of yourself. If religion is not helping you become the highest version of yourself, look for alternatives. And those alternatives are the ones I've mentioned. You go and study them. If you can't, reach out to us. We shall help you. We shall help you. If you can't, if you're busy, perhaps you're so caught up, perhaps you're tired, perhaps reach out to us. We shall find means of helping, because these things are there, information is there. That's why they'll be like, when you read the holy books, actually they'll tell you, my people are lost because of the information. That's why they'll be like, information will set you free. People have eyes but they can't see. Everything is in front of you. There is wisdom everywhere. Our ancient fathers knew that this medicine could do this and this, but when these people came, they told us all that is bad. Some of it is not bad. You just look at the things that are not working, like in this generation. You'll be like, okay, this is not working. What can I do that it can work for me? Not everything is bad. Actually, when they tell you something is bad, first ask yourself, why do they say something is bad? Because there could be something there. It could be something bad. That's why kids, when you're young, you're told probably sex is bad. What. Kids actually will engage more in that sex. They'll be like, okay, why are they refusing us from engaging in sex? Perhaps if parents tell their kids, okay, sex is good, but then it's for married people, you explain why you're saying things are bad. But if you just say bad, no questioning, kids are always going to go explore. So what you say is bad, that's why it'd be like what you call bad is going to come to you because you're saying it's bad. You're attracting it. So you're supposed to see the good in everything. So even that probably sex, you tell them it's a good thing, but then probably not at this age, because it has these kinds of consequences. So if you want probably engage in it, I already take care of kids, they'll answer no. You see? So they will understand. But then if you're told something is bad, why is it bad? So ask yourself, why is it bad? So till you get the reason, okay, why was it called bad? Then actually you understand that, really, maybe it helped some kids, but then kids of nowadays are coming out smarter. Remember us living now are smarter than our great-great-grandparents. Our grandparents were smart, but then for their generation, but then for this generation, you're smarter than them. Only that you have some knowledge of them because it's in the DNA. You know what they know, you know them. Perhaps they just need you to remind you. That's why parents of some time ago used to take kids to their grandparents, so that they remind these kids of the God they are. They remind these kids of the star in them. They remind these kids of what they're supposed to be. You get, because all these things already exist in you. You have their DNA, you have their blood. You get, so supposed to just spark whatever is in you. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it's. So before you put off something as bad, you'll be like, okay, why is it bad? Question, critique. If you can't critique, if you don't understand why, your kids are going to understand. Because these are things that probably are with some people. You ask yourself why some people are prospering. You ask yourself why the rich read so much. You ask yourself why the rich are smart. Perhaps long ago they just worked things out. Perhaps their ancestors were with them, but you didn't know what they did. You get, so peace and